Hello, my friends. It's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. I'm here to do a flip through of this little cute journal. So I made a little, what I'm calling I'm calling it a fall gratitude journal because that's kind of the mindset I had when I made it. So I hope you'll enjoy the flip through. I got a little few goodies over here, but let's get started with the flip through, not delay. So it's tied off with some pretty yellow grosgrain ribbon, just can be removed completely. And then I have it, the front cover with this Fall is in the Air. It was actually a cut apart and it's backed with this pretty orangey colored scrapbook paper. It's all cardstock there, and then it's the base of the journal is actually a paper bag, a brown paper bag. And then here's the spine. This is brown ribbon. And if you haven't seen any other videos, that's why I'm describing it. I did do a video or two where we worked on the journal, so you can go back and see how it was put together if you'd like. But I did bind it with some jute twine, and I had the binding that landed on the outside so that I could have this little bow. I wanted a little bow on the outside because of the jute twine. I thought it would be so pretty with all the overall look of the journal. And I did add some little wooden beads here on the end of that twine. And then here's the back with that pretty orange. This is the same paper that I used right here. And so let's open up and see what she looks like on the inside. So we use this pretty leaf scrapbook paper on the inside to line the inside of the front and back cover. And we also made these little library pockets. In here I just have some ephemera from my stash that I thought would go with the colors, and it would be fun for this journal. This is one of my, what I call my serial number tags. That's a little mini one, but it has letters on it instead of numbers. But I was using up letters and numbers from, stickers. So I call those my serial number tags. This is a piece of scrapbook paper that I love the colors of, and I thought it looked so pretty here in the beginning. And it is coffee dyed, and that's also another reason I put it in here. So there's a few sheets of scrapbook coffee dyed paper in here. Here is a scrap that we made into a pocket from the leaves here. And in this pocket I have a sunflower tag and a little drawing card. This was made from a scrappy masterboard. Front and back. The front is neutral scraps that you can write on, and the front have color on them and text, and it's sewn around. So that is in there. And then here, this is a twinchie. I made twinchies and inchies in the past, and this one was perfect because it has this fall leaf on there, and I thought it was beautiful to put right there. We did this together in one of the videos where we made a little writing spot here on a text page. Used this piece of scrapbook paper that is coffee dyed, added a couple little stickers, and nice writing spot there. And this is a dictionary page. And then here's some more coffee dyed paper with the ruler and a little inchy right here, and a little sticker on the back. This is a bookmark that I made. I made these on video, if you saw that, where we used this little kit that I got from Amazon. And inside of here are this particular one, I put sequins in some, and on this particular one I used a little stickers inside of the butterflies. I thought that came out so pretty. This is an old instruction booklet from Advanced to Boardwalk Game. Very random, right? This is Eclectic Journal. Another inchy right here. And then on the back I have an inchy clipped right up here on this paper clip. And then just a little page here that's been dyed, and the colors are just, I love the colors on this, how it turned out. Here I added the sticker Hello Fall on this coffee dyed paper. Page from, this is actually from a band program, like when you go to a band concert and they give you a little program. This is vintage, like from let me think for a second. about 1987, something like that. So Northeast High School, that's in Florida. Northeast High School Hurricane Band, says right there. Added this little burlap green ribbon here as a trim. There's a couple trims that I'll try to remember to point them out. If I missed one, maybe you saw it, and even if I didn't point it out. A little treat bag I put in here. It says, you'll see on the other side, it says something about harvest or something. We'll see it in a minute. But I put a bunch of things in here, a bunch of goodies. And so, yeah, there's a little scrappy pad in here that you can write on, or you can always take these apart and use the pit. They're just stapled right here. You can always take this apart and use the individual pieces. But it's a little scrappy pad, and then a little drawing card here if you want to make that, or you can make it into a pocket or something, or just a decoration, and then a little price tag, and then some index card, journaling cards. Try to put one of every color I had. I didn't put white, but I put all the colors: pink, blue, yellow, and this kind of mint greenish bluish color here. So that's all that's in there. And yeah, I wanted plenty, because I'm calling it a fall gratitude journal. I wanted plenty of places for, if you just wanted to write, you have plenty of writing space, or things that you can use to make a page into, like glue down on a page like this, that you could write on if you wanted to, or make a pocket here and put something in the pocket that you wrote on, type of thing. So you can see coffee dyed paper here. This is the center, where this is coffee dyed scrapbook paper. And then on this page, it can be a little tuck spot. I didn't tuck anything in there. I kind of did this at the last moment. I had an envelope and a card I wanted to put in here, so I put the envelope here, tuck spot on this side with a flap, or you can leave that and just put something right over that. You can pretend, like almost pretend like it's not there if you wanted to put something over that. You know, just use this as a background piece. And then what the envelope does, flip out, and here's the card I wanted to put in here. I thought it was so cute. I found these in my, actually found these in my room, where not my crafty stash. I was like, oh, I should be putting these into my pumpkin, Halloween or fall journals. I just thought this one with a little kitty cat, a little kitten there, is so cute, and the pumpkins. So what does it say? Relax and enjoy your happiest Thanksgiving ever. Yeah, I had bought some of these, and I think I sent a couple out, and then I didn't use the rest, and I had them in my personal card stash, and I was like, oh, I need to put these in my crafty stash. So that's what I did. I have them out right now in case I make any more journals. But in this side of the treat bag, here's where it says Fall Harvest Food, Fun, and Entertainment. I found these at a thrift store one year, and I just thought that was so pretty with the pumpkin there in the background and the colors. I just thought it was so perfect for a fall journal. This is a little envelope set, so it's a little envelope, and it's cardstock craft colored, and then there's a note paper inside, and then you have some twine, a little flower, and a little, especially for you, kind of tag or decoration there. And this is for you to have fun with. I have previously, you can make this into an envelope, or like a secret hiding, like a secret drawing space, so you could like glue it down on something and tie, like before you glue it down, put the twine around it, in back of it, then glue it down, then you write a little note, put it inside, and then you can tie it off so that you don't have to actually like make it into an envelope. It's just so that it'll all open up, you know what I mean, all four sides, and your little notes inside. So you tie that twine around. You can use a little flower for decoration, be especially for you, or you can use it however you wish. Give it to someone as a little note or a gift, in a gift or something. But anyway, it's all in there as a little package of crafty goodness that you can do whatever you want with. Here's the 3 pockets we put in this journal, and we've got a little mushroom decorating this one down here. And let's see if I can figure out what I did here. Little tag in this one. We put this one in on video, and I said I needed to put a ribbon on it. So there's the ribbon I put on there. Fun ribbon. And here's the next one I put this little I think I did this one on video. I think I did put all the stickers in on video. That's right. Oh, remembering now. And then, so yeah, there's a little fall, sweet fall there. And I put in this pocket a little card with a tree on it. And you can write on the back of that if you'd like to journal on there and stick it back in the pocket. Same for this little tag. Put a little memory on there. And then here's a little, in this one it has a little Cracker Jack surprise for you. It's, if you're not familiar with the current Cracker Jacks, I'm not going to tell you what's in there so that you'll be surprised. But if you know, you know, right? So there's some little decorations on that pocket that we put on there on video. So that was, that's a fun page. And then coffee dye paper here. We put the rest of that ruler that was in the front. The rest of the rulers right here. And some of this I did off video, a little bit of decorating. And when I put the trims on, I didn't do that on video. Here's another inchy there. And then I've got another inchy right here. It has a little charm. It says honey on it. So those are painted. The backgrounds are painted. Maybe it was a jelly print. I'm not sure. I don't remember now. But I did those a long time ago. And I said, I've had these in my stash long enough. I need to use them. And they go with the fall colors. So that's what I did. Here's the other side of that pretty kind of beautiful blue coffee dyed paper. I love that. I don't know how I did that. Here's some rickrack on this page, yellow rickrack. There's one of my Twinchies. That's a 2. These might be a little bit better. Twinchies are usually like 2x2. This looks like it's a little like 2x3 or something. But anyway, that's what it was supposed to be, is a Twinchie. And I think I cheated a little bit. This is just, I put it in here as like a bookmark, or this is fabric backed on cardstock. So you can add to it. You can add a little ribbon if you want. You can just use it as a bookmark. You know, you can add a little decoration on here. But I just laid it in there as kind of like a little bookmark. You see the coffee dye paper. We put this little writing spot here on video, and I just added the little stickers right there after the video. I was like, after the video, I was thinking, why didn't I put any little stickers on there? I totally forgot to do that on video, but I did it afterward. And then the idea was to leave plenty of room for somebody to do whatever they want. Like if you want to put a picture there or something, it's wide open for whatever somebody wants to do. Some more of that green burlap type ribbon or trim there. And then on the back of this page is another leaf pocket. And in here, I've got a book page tag with a mushroom on it. Piano roll paper on the back. This is a little fabric topper there. Sewn on. It's sewn all the way around. And then this is just a little card that, is there 2 pieces here? Oh, this is a flip up. So I was going to glue it down, but I decided to let whoever wants to do something with this can do whatever they want. So you could glue it down like this. If I were going to do it, I probably would do it like this. And then you have writing space there. So you could put it on a page, say, with text on it where you want to add a writing spot. And then you have all of these. This is coffee dyed paper, but it has lines on it. So you have all of those lines to write on if you like. Or you could put it over the page too and just clip it down. Or you could even glue it down on this side and have writing space there. And then, you know, leave this side to flip up and then have all this space. If it's clear or if it's text, put something else there. And, you know, just thinking off the top of my head there, ideas. So that's in there. And then there's a note paper in here too. Just one of my little note papers that I added stickers to. And that is in there. And this is the last page, coffee dye scrapbook paper, like the front with the suitcases on it. Oh, I didn't put anything in here? Oh my goodness. Let me put this in here. I just put a few things here together, scraps and things like that. So there's just a couple things here. But this is a little Rolodex card. You see little notches there. I've sewn around it, and it was made from a little scrappy master board. And I made a Rolodex card out of it, so I'll put that in there. And let me see. Let me grab another note paper here, because I did not mean to. This is a Post-it note. I don't want that. Let me see. Let me grab something, just 1 second. Yeah, I totally missed that, but here's a guest check. I'll put that in there too. I usually like to put at least 2 things in my pockets. 2 or 3 things. Oh, will it fit? Oh, there it goes. It's tight, but it's in there. Barely. It's kind of tight. But you can trim the edge if you want. Why is it so tight? It's just tight because the glue's there. Okay, so I got something in that pocket now. And so that's the little journal. This is the tie closure, the yellow bow. And oh, I did want to put a little mushroom in there. I have this is a little post-it notepad. I thought one of these little mushrooms would be cute somewhere. Let's put one, let's see. Let's put one right here. So this is a little post-it. A little post-it note that can be moved anywhere. Yeah, I wanted to put one of those in there too. So there you go, a little mushroom. Okay, now, goodie pack. And I put one of these little note papers in there. It looks like a little cup of apple cider or something. Warm and cozy, it says there. And this is these are from a type of planner. So, like financial planner. Has expenses there, and this is days of the week. So these are all things that can be used for journaling. There's one page there. Here's a little note paper, another piece of note paper. Here is a little, it says great gift, given, received ideas. Has a little, somebody opening or something, a gift there. But it's a little note paper from a Smash book, little drawing card book, but it's paper. And then these are all cardstock drawing cards here. So you've got the little flowers. These are all white on the back for journaling on the back. But the floral, this green stripe. I made all of these this is out of a file folder, so it's a little thicker. And these are all out of cardstock. So we've got the green stripes, green and white gingham, this pretty one here, and this pretty one here. I thought the colors were nice for fall. And these are the scraps from this journal. So I put them all in here. They're all in here. So I've got a couple of strips. These are great for hinges if you want to hinge something onto something. I like to have some of these in my stash. Little strips of paper like that. And these are coffee dyed for hinges. They're really nice hinges. And you just glue them down with some permanent glue stick or even some art glitter glue and join 2 pages together. This is just a little white cardstock, like business card size, as you can see. Another purple, like we put one purple one in there for drilling space. Here's another one of those. And here's a piece of this one, coffee dyed on this side. This one's just white on this side, the purple one. This one's coffee dyed. This one's coffee dyed. Some more of the suitcases piece, and then another piece of the leaf, which has the wood like paneling on the back, and then the orange scrap, cardstock. This one's papery, the suitcases, and these 2 are cardstock. So that one's cardstock, and this is the orange with the owls on the back. So some pretty papers to have fun with, and note papers and things, and drilling cards. So lots of things that you can write on. You got the little planner pieces there. So I hope you enjoyed this little journal. I want to make a couple more of these little fall like gratitude journals, and they're going to be different sizes. So they're not going to, this one is only, let me measure, it'll be in the listing, and this will be, of course, in my shop when you see this video, but this one is 5 1/4 inches wide and approximately just barely over 7 inches tall. So it's small, but not super small, you know what I mean? Nice little cutie journal. Cute little journal. Yeah. Plenty of pages to write. There's more than enough pages to write on a page every day and still have extra pages. So that's what I wanted, and that's what I made. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for the next crafty and Dollar Tree hauls and thrifty hauls, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.